Hi everyone, my name is Chavi Kalra and I will be demonstrating you how to add devices using Windows Autopilot, which is a service inside Microsoft Intune or Microsoft Endpoint Manager. Right. So guys, I have one Windows 10 virtual machine here, right, on my local machine. Now, to register this device for Windows Autopilot, we will have to run a small PowerShell command on this machine, right? Actually, it's not a single command. We will have to run 3 commands. So let's run. We need to install a script on this machine. The script will be downloaded from PowerShell gallery. So let's run the command. It's install hyphen script, and the name of the script is get hyphen Windows Autopilot info. Get Windows Autopilot info. Press enter. It might take a minute to run. You can press yes here and enter. Okay guys, so it is taking some time. So make sure that you have internet connected on the machine, since it is going to download it from the internet. You will also need this NuGet provider. So make sure either you have already downloaded it or you are downloading it right at the time of running this script, right? Okay, right, again we'll press yes. It says that it's an untrusted repository, but we are okay with it for now. Fine, so it is downloaded. Now let's just make sure that the execution policy on your machine is not restricted, because if it is restricted, as you can see it right now, if I will try to run the script on this machine right now, it might not give me the desired result. It might restrict me, saying that the script, running of script is not allowed, right? So let's try to run. If it gives error, then we will change the execution policy. Output file, I will store this devices.csv file. So guys, as I said, make sure that you have run the or made the execution policy either to unrestricted or remote signed, whichever works for you, and why. And now let's again run the previous command. So guys, for autopilot, 3 things are required in that file, right? It will include the data about the device physical ID, right, and the hardware hash. So you should be able to see it right now on the screen, or we can go to the file explorer and also check that a CSV file should have been created there, and we have the data inside that. Now guys, I just have one machine here. You may have, of course, tens or hundreds of devices for your organization. So a device serial number, Windows product ID, and hardware hash, right? And I have one row of information available here. Now guys, all I have to do is upload this particular file onto my Intune, right? Okay, so guys, I have my Intune portal here, and how about we go to devices, and under devices, let's go to enroll devices. And under Windows enrollment, let's observe that we have Windows Autopilot deployment program. Let's go to the devices section and import the CSV file which we created. So let's click here. So I have transferred the file to my local machine, right, and I am going to upload it here. It will find that the information is there which we imported. Now let's click on import here. Right, guys, this importing of one device can take up to 5 to 10 minutes, right? Theoretically they are saying it can take up to 15 minutes. Maybe if you have multiple devices it might take 15 minutes, but as of now it should not take more than 5 to 10 minutes. Now, so guys, I think if you guys are aware about the autopilot concept, so as soon as a user for the very first time starts a new machine for the very first time, so it is like a new boot, but I already have this virtual machine here which is already booted, right? So what am I going to do is, till the time my file is getting uploaded here, I am going to restart this machine, right? I'm going to not restart, I'm going to reset this machine. Now since I will perform a reset, the reset is going to take some time. It can take up to 1 hour approximately. So and as soon as my machine will be about to complete the reset process, then we should be able to see that it will identify itself in the Azure Active Directory organization. Okay, so how about we go to update and security, and in the update and security we can go to recovery and we can click on get started and reset this machine, right? I am going to remove everything. Let's see if the file is uploaded or not. Well, both the things are going to take time. So how do you like to reinstall uh, the Windows, reinstall Windows from this device? Next. Okay, so reset and my machine will go for a restart after this, right? It can take some time. So okay, so guys, as you can observe that one device, one Windows Autopilot device was successfully imported in my Intune portal. Let's refresh this page and we should be able to see that I have a device here, right? Now after this, so when we want autopilot for new machines, apart from installing or adding this device information here, we need to create a device in the deployment profile. Let's go to deployment profiles and we need to create a deployment profile here. Let's click on Windows PC, since I'm going to create a autopilot for a Windows virtual machine, Windows 10 virtual machine. Let's give it a name, autopilot profile 1. Let's click on next. So there are two modes, two deployment modes are there. Either it is user driven or it is self deploying. If you are delivering the device directly to the end user from the vendor, you are requested to go with the user driven mode. But if that is not the scenario, then you can go with self deploying, right? Guys, for self deploying, kindly see my next video. For now, I'm gonna go with user driven. You can opt whether you want to join your device as Azure Active Directory or as hybrid Azure AD. I'll go with Azure AD joined. Whether you want end users to be whether you want them to see the Microsoft software license terms, or we can hide them. the privacy settings, whether you want to show or hide the change account options, what type of user account will it be, whether you want to allow the white glove OOB language keyboard detection, and whether you want to apply the device name template. So let's go with it, and then we can observe that how the device gets named. So let me name it something like this: client, and I would want to add a random word here, right? A random number of, let's say, 3 characters, and that's it, right? It should be CL dash and then 3 characters. Next, assignments. So guys, make sure that before creating this deployment profile you should have a group ready. Now I did not created it earlier, so let me create it now. Let me duplicate this tab and let me create the group now. So guys, under the group section, let's click on a new group, and I am creating this group for autopilot. So I am going to give it a name, autopilot devices, and the membership type will be a dynamic device. Let me give a owner for this group, and I'm going to use my name here. Now any member, any device will become a member of this group based on its device physical ID, right? uh, Guys, because we uploaded that CSV file, so every physical ID of any device should contain these characters in there. So let's add this here, ZTD ID, right? And close this. Make sure that you are adding the square brackets here, and let's just validate whether the rule is conforming with the one device which I added a few minutes back, right? Guys, this is the identity of that device which I added earlier via that CSV file, right? So guys, make sure that your validation works and that the device is included in the device membership, right? Now let's save this and create the group. And guys, I wanted to observe that my machine is still resetting, so this is going to take plenty of time for now. Let's come back and observe that my autopilot devices group is ready, and although it might take time, but the membership of the group should have the one machine which we checked whether it was working or not, right? Now we can come back and check this thing later on. Let's go back to the profile and add that group in the deployment profile, autopilot devices, select, and let's click on next and create it. So that's about it, creating the autopilot profile. And after this guys, we will have to wait so that this virtual machine restarts, and then we can check whether it is opting for the autopilot or not. And since this is going on, just to make sure that your services are working, let's go to the Azure portal, and we can side by side add the company information, so that when the machine will start and it will opt for autopilot, some information about the machine is displayed there. So how about go to your Azure Active Directory and set up the name of the company. Make sure that this is the same name which you want to appear which you want to show or display on the login page. So make sure you're typing a name. Let's say I'll go with I'll just type in my name. Let's say Chavi Kalra company. Okay, and let's click on save. And guys, let's come back after some time and then we can check whether this machine is restarted or not.